Pardon me. Right. I'm going live. Fuck it. There we go. Hello if anybody's watching.
Hello.
Oops.
Yeah. Hello there. Right. So, last session. What did we do last session now? I kept forgetting. You guys returned to the town of Zarathos with your new compatriots, Zarathos and Halder. Everybody was allowed to do their own little thing for the first wee while. Zarathos decided that he would climb a tree. Just very good use of his time there. And Halder decided to dip his toes. No, was it his hands? I remember he dipped something in the water. It was either his toes or his hands. Weird fucking little wooden puppet boy fingers and hands and whatnot. What did Mal do again?
I just went to go find I went to go find
Captain Anselm.
I was gonna say Sekursum. That is not the scamp. That is fucking Vox Machina. Yeah, and then I ended up joining Zarathos and Haldir at the bottom of a tree.
That was correct. You met, or you spoke to the broken automaton known as Breaker. Trying to tell you where Captain Anselm was. Missy ran off to her little hut to see how everything was, and she's now claimed that place as her own. Dreon went and sat down by his tree, added a little bit of his energy into it again, and it was weird. It looked like it was starting to grow a face. And Tech decided to sit on the side of the bridge, mulling over the weird feather he was given from the strange old man, and was then relentlessly annoyed by two little boys, two little children. Yeah.
Who I tripped up.
You tripped one of them up, that was true. And he didn't even get hurt or anything. He's like, wow, oops, silly me, and ran off. Yes, I forgot that I put Stuart's children in this game to annoy him. Daddy! Just wait till one of them comes out with a barbecue-based pizza. Everybody had a few drinks. Before that, Zarathos, Zarathos, Mal, and Halder, feeling a strange pull to a little house, what appeared to have been like the beginnings of a fabric shop, one that was used to create the new clothes on everybody's backs before they left the village. So Zarathos and Halder will get new clothes at some point as well, but the others got it before they left, and there was a very nice old woman in the shop who fell in love with Zarathos.
Yeah.
was feeling him up a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. A little bit, yeah.
Clinking on Halder's head as if he was some sort of little toy to play with, and began pinching Mal's cheeks to make them rosy. Was it? Did I say that we were making them? Anyway, she began fondling everyone in some way or another, and had weird strength that didn't allow Zarathos to become unhanded, if that's even a word. After the brilliant events, you all quickly ran to the bar to begin to get drunk for some reason. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello. We're just doing the rundown here, and we've just got to the bit where we'll remind everybody about the little old lady of last session.
God. Not again.
Don't worry, you're just getting past it. Y'all went to the...
No, thank you.
No, Betty. No. Leave me alone. Yeah, you all went and decided to get drunk. And then everybody began going to bed, resting up for the evening. Halder stayed downstairs, staring into the fire, I believe he was doing, in a creepy way. Tech never went... yeah, Tech flew off, didn't you? Because you're staying in the cave now, are you?
Yep.
Weird choice, but okay. And Dreon done his usual, being a 6-foot cat person, decided to sleep in the most awkward places possible. Mal nested herself up in her rags or clothes or whatever it was that you've got as your rags again, as your nest. Missy then fell asleep and began having strange dreams once again of shadows, darkness and dragons and weird towers. Zarathos also fell asleep in this brand new safe haven in his mind, and was woken up by a strange feeling in the room, only to find a strange green clothed man sitting in the corner. That is where we've ended off last session. So, wait, hold on. I forgot that Tavern Wench was speaking. Or singing even.
Singing us all to sleep.
You're saying this is boring. Oh my god, she doesn't like it.
No, because we're all in bed. No, I love her.
We will start
Alright,
off this. Oh, fuck's it.
sorry, continue. I was going to say, I think she's a siren.
We'll start off this session this week with Halder. Hello. When everybody went to bed, you stayed downstairs in what appears to be like the common room of the establishment. I think you were saying like you were staring off into the fire or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sat on a chair, like playing with my platinum coins.
That sounds dirtier than you make it, mate. Oh, I just played with my platinum coins.
Don't play by me. I'm just playing with coins.
Played with the acorns. You know your body now. You've been in this form for long enough to know you do not need sleep. You've tried for so long and have never been able to drift off. It's the closest you ever have is when you've fallen unconscious. The idea of dreams has faded from your mind, but having fallen unconscious in the Battle of the Tower. Oh, Jesus Christ. A burp, a yawn, and what felt like a sneeze all coming at the same time, and it's just frazzled my head a little bit there. Sorry.
You want to be careful with them.
Oh, honestly, if a fart had came on at the exact same time, I probably would have died. Yeah. The battle at the tower and falling unconscious was the first time in a while you've closed your eyes and darkness consuming you, memories coming through. It was brief, it was subtle, it was pleasant. With that understanding, how would that make Halder feel in this instance?
I mean, Haldir kind of feels a bit left out because he's not kind of like with everyone else, kind of like sleeping and actually having rest. He's more just kind of like waiting for everyone to come around again. Kind of like if you know, you're waiting for ages and then someone comes into the room. It's kind of like when a dog. You see a dog for the first time in a while, and they're really excited and all that sort of stuff, but they're like just happy that you're back because there was nothing to do without you really, and there's nothing really going on. There's, you know, he's not been able to sleep, he's not been able to eat, he's not been able to do anything really without, you know, he's kind of bored really, just kind of kicking things around, you know, just sort of just seeing what's what and just snooping around, you know, just kind of filling the boredom really.
So, what sort of things would you like to do to fill in the boredom? Because as you wander around, you do notice, like, even though your new friends or compatriots, whatever you want to call them, they have all went to bed and they are resting up and stuff like that. But there are still people within the city that wander around.
I definitely think that Haldir would like wander around, sort of like just kind of like moving, just like kind of like wanders around like these parts, just kind of talking to like the chef and the bar lady.
Sweet.
Sort of like chatting to them, seeing like what their stories and how they're connected to just some guys.
The generalised connection is that a lot of them were people that were taken captive by members of the Empire. So a very similar understanding that you have with life.
Yeah.
A few people were then found by the Resistance on the road, brought here as a safe haven and whatnot. So it is a very similar understanding to your own.
Yeah.
But these ones are not like you guys. These aren't adventurers. These aren't. These are people who live out the quote unquote regular life, where you guys will be travellers, adventurers, all that sort. As you're sort of wandering around the tavern speaking to people, you just hear this like methodical, robotic clang. Well, not clang, that sounds metallic, but thuds on the ground and whatnot coming through the tavern. Give me a history check, please.
Oh, I don't have access to this page, but I do. Go, history check, there we go.
$11. Nice. The sound of that sort of like wood and metal clanging on the floor. I use clanging again. It brings back memories of your time in the abandoned mansion with your old master. I definitely know his name. I'm not clicking things to try and find your master's name again. Master Kaito.
Is that Kaido or Kaito?
Was it Kaito or was it Kaido? What one did you want to go with again?
We'll go with Kaido.
Kaido. Right. Remember that, someone. So I can.
I've got it written down,
I'll need.
I was spelling it.
Yeah. Just because I can't be bothered editing everything in that message. Master Kaido. You turn and see a mechanical figure walking through the bar. Stops, just turns his head a little bit to you and greetings, young one. It is unusual to see something of your composition here. And you see standing before you another warforged automaton. This one a bit more banged up, a bit less graceful than what your master Kaido was, but still very familiar in build or manufacture, whatever you would like to call it. He seems to have some sort of like malfunction, so every once in a while he'll buzz and the words won't come out properly and he just sort of jitters a little bit. This is the creature known as Breaker. He just sort of stares down at you. Might I inquire your designation?
I'm Haldir. I am a Weshel kind. I cannot remember a lot of my past. There is so much to me that is unclear. I've just joined this group. I have been saved by these kind people, and feel a sense of debt and a need to pay them back for what they've given me and the kind of lift up from the dark places I've been.
You see his like blank, expressionless face staring down at you. Yes. The resistance has done the same for me. I was a breaker unit in the Empire. Captain Anselm freed me, and the group known as the Some Guys helped save us. It is nice to meet you. He sort of like puts out his hand. Big, like wooden, robotic things spattered with metal and whatnot as well. Like just, but you see like parts of his hand are also missing. Like he's been chunked out at some points, whether it be from hard work or battle or something like that. But it's eerily reminiscent to your own. And he just puts his hand out to shake you.
And I just kind of grab onto two of his fingers because I'm not that big, and kind of shake his hand, saying, "Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet a fellow friend and someone who's also been saved by these kind people."
appreciation is most welcome. I must go out on patrol. It would be good to speak to you again someday. He just bolts himself back up and starts walking out. You see the differences between yourself and this creature, this Warforged, where you have some form of free will and sentience. His to you feels a little bit more manufactured, and there is something there, but it's not like yours. You feel like you have some humanity about you, whereas in layman's terms, like, Breaker is more like AI put into a body. You get what I mean? Like a mechanical body. Yeah. You're more like a fleshy mind put in a mechanical body.
Yeah.
The differences are understandable. Not even understandable, that's the wrong word. The differences are undeniable. That's the word. And very noticeable as well, yeah. He's a machine. You don't feel like a machine.
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy! Try telling a lie. See what happens.
Oh god, someone mentioned. Oh. Bend over and watch me lie.
Oh.
Someone said that to me earlier today, and I genuinely, I felt violated. You're welcome.
And on that note, we will jump over to the other situation happening. Zarathos, you have awoken to a strange man in your bedroom.
Yeah.
It's probably not the first time. From what I've read in the toilets before, it's not the first time that's happened to you.
Oh, well, you got his number too.
Yeah, that's how I got everything about him, you know. 8 inches, Jesus. I mean, what? The strangely dressed, well kept gentleman with these almost demonic blood red eyes just snaps his fingers. All the lights in the room flicker on. Flames flicker in it. And you see he's just sat there at a seat by the desk. Oh, child. This is a nice little hamlet you found. What's a lad like you doing in a place like this? And he just sort of like runs his hands through his hair, but he emphasises touching the areas like where on your head your horns sort of like protrude through.
Yeah, I suppose Zarathos replies, that's a good question. Still searching for clues, but happy to be part of this little crew. who are you and what are you doing here?
That's the question, isn't it? You see, he starts getting a bit more animated. My name... There would be no fun in telling you my name right now. Just call me... You see him like put his hand across, like up in the air a little bit, and just sort of like star wipes his hand across. Just call me the Stranger. Just as he does that as well, you see like little sparks flutter from his palm and his fingertips to make it look mystical. Yeah, the Stranger. That should do right now, son. And me.
What's a stranger be doing?
Oh, on you go. What was that?
Say, what would a stranger be doing in a place like this, or want with me?
Who says I want anything? I just enjoy the company every now and again. And you, he sits back a little bit and like pyramids his fingers. You lot, you and your little band, you're all anomalies. And I just needed to come and find an anomaly. I just needed to have a look at you all. Wasn't expecting you to be able to see me. Well, that's what happens when you play a game of chance. As he says that, he just sort of like leans into it, puts his hand into his pocket, just pulls out like this small deck of cards and just starts like shuffling them. The path. Oh, do you want to pick a card?
no, sorry, I was just messing about them.
Mm-hmm. You could pick a card if you want to pick a card.
Could do. Yeah, alright, fuck it.
Hold on. Hold on.
Get the deck.
Oh.
Your card is death.
There we go.
Turns out it wasn't
No,
actually
not the
a card,
tarot
it was a
cards.
tarot card.
Yeah, please no.
You predict his own
I
death.
can take it back. Just pick it up and drop it.
Now, I will reiterate one last time. Would you like to pick a card?
That sounds like a DM warning.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But yeah, go on then.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 22. Right, hold on.
You only wanted one.
Yeah, I know. Listen, if we stopped it, if we done all 22, then things would get really fucked up really soon. Not done this in a while, Stuart, have I?
Nope.
It's very awkward doing it when you're just playing Discord, like. I'm really bad at shuffling cards, but...
I was going to say, if you had 20, I could just roll a d20, right? And whatever number it is, just...
Yeah. Roll me... Yeah, roll me a d20, please.
Roll to everyone. 4's my lucky number, what the fuck?
Right. Shuffled it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. You pick the fourth card in his hand. He proffers this deck towards you, and you pick a card. He does say, you don't need to if you don't want to.
Zarathos takes the fourth card.
Oh, okay.
Oh god. See you later, guys. It's a short campaign for me.
You see a picture of a demon writhing in flames, red-skinned and horned. Sat in a throne. He goes, Chance has given you something, my boy. Looks very similar to yourself, or a family member, a mother maybe. You can add into your inventory, just as a custom item, the Flames card. Now, some of you, or one of you, well, a couple of you might know this particular deck. Kara, do you know what the deck is?
I have a theory. Is it the deck of many things?
It is the deck of many things. You got one that's not too bad, at least.
Okay, I'll say that
There was a worse one you could have got. There was a lot worse ones you could have got.
Thank God.
Instantaneous death.
Yeah.
There literally is a card that does that.
Alright.
that
We
that
dodged that.
yes, you dodged that one. Very lucky. Above table, the Flames card. A powerful devil or demon becomes your enemy. This enemy enmity lasts until either you or the devil dies.
Oh, geez.
Step it down.
How are we going
I
to tell
can't-
them apart?
Exactly.
Whoa, don't fireball me, bro. Come on.
That's all right. Fireball doesn't work very well
Oh yeah,
on you.
won't hurt me. Yeah. I can't find
Nah,
this
hit
deck.
you them out.
Whilst I'm out of the way.
No, just put it as a custom item. So you should have the side bit where you can put a custom item on it, and just call it the Flames card. Because I can't be bothered doing it myself.
Sorry, is it equipment? No, or is it
No,
just an item in it?
yeah, just if you go into your inventory. I'm just picking a random person here.
Under manage inventory, under add custom item.
Yeah, manage inventory, add custom item, and then just type in
Oh yeah.
the name. Cheers, Tweedy. Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries.
Does anybody else want to pull from the deck of many things? Anybody want to take
Go
that chance? No.
Go
No.
on. Take a chance, guys.
We've not had a void.
Rayon will touch his deck.
Ooh.
How there's good with his fight.
The strange man, like as you pull the card, give me a perception check actually.
Me?
Yeah.
Perception. I can't see what it is. Oh god, that was bad.
God, we're doing the same as last week, guys. Really good rolls.
To repeat last week.
Not another one.
Not another one.
Demon flames to throw my vision on.
As you touch the card, you do feel a little bit of heat generate from it, but you just catch the stranger looking at you as you do. Oh, I wasn't expecting that, but it helps. As you touch the card, it just sort of burns up. Oh fuck, what was that? Something just clipped on my thing. Burns up in your hand and just leaves this strange symbol burnt into your flesh. And you don't feel pain, but it just sort of like sears it into the palm of your hand.
That reminds me of Baldur's Gate a little bit, I think. Yeah, okay, cool.
Oh, does it?
Isn't that-
Oh.
Yeah, okay, yeah, cool.
I think you might be hearing from her sometime soon. She doesn't like you now. Anyway, just claps his hand. It's good to see you. And just know, I'll be watching. It was good to see you, kiddo. Just pat you on the shoulder. Which is still weird because you're still naked in your bed. Pat you on the shoulder and you just feel lightheaded. Fall back. You suddenly bolt upright. Looking about, lights are all turned off. There's no flame to be seen. No strange gentleman in sight. But as you sort of look down at your hand, you see the mark ever so faintly burned into your skin. You fall, darkness takes you once again. You fall back asleep, and you can have your long rest if you've not already taken it. You all wake up in the morning. The smell of fresh cooked food. A lovely smell of freshly brewed alcohol. Obviously,
Motherfucking bacon cheese toast.
yes, you hear the hogs outside getting killed. Yeah, you smell the cheese toasties getting made. Are you all meeting downstairs in the usual positions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit myself.
Yeah, you can move yourselves over because I'm not doing it all for yous. Fuck yous all. You all get downstairs and you get a little message from Missy saying a little bit under the weather, not coming down today. What would you guys like to do whilst you're all in this little hall? It's in the wee dining room as you're eating, enjoying yourselves for your break fast. Your first
Breaking
breakfast.
Drown's probably just moaning aloud, just like, Drown slept like shit. Something fucking poking him in the ribs all night.
Sorry, that was me.
Halder, give me a sneak. Yeah, give me a stealth check. Jesus Christ, another 11.
No.
Yeah, you were managing to.
Fantastic.
You've managed to like sneak into Draylon's room the whole night and just sort of like poke, poke.
That's the big kitty.
Yeah. Anything anybody else would like to do? Or are you all just eating and drinking?
As I'm eating, I'll just be like, I actually slept wonderfully for once. It was quite refreshing. I don't think like poor Missy might have drank a bit too much last night though. If she's so ill today, bless her.
Sounds like it.
We'll
Yeah.
see the view from up on the hill when you wake up. Bliss.
yeah, your cave. How is that coming along? You quite comfy up there?
Cozy as can be.
You laid any eggs yet? Freya likes eggs.
We'll make the toasties even nicer if it's French toast.
Oh, eggy bread.
Oh yeah.
I think Zarathos is going to have to say he had some disturbed sleep and show everyone this little... Sorry, where did you say the print was? On my hand, yeah?
On your hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you get that? What happened there?
Yeah, spooky. This stranger apparently visited me in my sleep, and after I picked one of his cards, he said I was going to get a visit from someone. Gave me this
What, like
tattoo on my hand.
in the building?
In my dream. Wait, was it a dream? It was a dream, right? No.
I mean, Halder
no.
didn't see him.
Are you asking this out loud, or...?
Yeah, sorry, I was asking this out loud. Was it a dream thing? Or was it real? I thought it was real, to be fair.
I mean,
Yeah.
Halder was up all night, so would he have seen him? Like, can I do like perception check?
Now, normally I would say yes. Today I will say no, because part of you does believe that it was real, but also part of you believes it was a dream, Zarathos. There was something mystical. Give me an Arcana check, please.
Ooh,
Good roll.
Let's go!
Nat 20.
bringing it back.
Bringing it back.
You know the difference between being awake and being asleep. In your time, you have learnt a little bit of the nature of magic within this world. You know that you were awake, yet the power of this person seems to have been something likened to a dream state itself. Everything, the memory of everything in that night, the stillness in the air, the fact there was no sounds from outside, even the memory of the fires on the candles appearing. The flames didn't look like they moved, they just generated light.
It's like still, perfectly still candle flame.
Everything felt like it was completely still, almost as if time itself had stopped, and you were in that moment speaking to the stranger all on your own.
Interesting. Okay. Well, so to answer Mal, I think then I'm probably still not 100% sure. If I was
Yeah, you
Yeah.
still, there's part of you that you probably would be sure, but whether you want to turn around and say to Mal that like somebody managed to get in your room in this mystical place and managed to somehow stop time around him.
that's a bit much.
Practically, you would think if somebody said that to you, you'd probably hear somebody knocking at the door and you getting carted off to another tower somewhere to be locked away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, get the crazy guy out of here before
Yeah.
before he goes and
Take
tries
him
to
in the
eat
bouncy
it.
tower.
Yeah. Just whoop 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 whoop. Get this straight jacket on you.
You get the cart with square wheels.
So you can tell Mal whatever it is you want to tell her. She probably wouldn't believe you anyway. Well, she
Yeah.
probably would believe you, because she does have weird stuff that happens to her as well. So
I'll say I think I felt like it was a dream, but this tattoo is definitely real.
Yeah.
it's it's less of a tattoo, more of like a singe, like a burn on your hand. So, but it's not like somebody's just came up with a brand and like branded you or anything.
Okay.
So it's not a tattoo, but it's also not a brand. So it's like somewhere in between. It's like magically wounded you, but makes it look like ink, sort of thing. Best way I can describe it. I've just noticed that room has a toilet in it, and I didn't know that I had toilets in this world. Sorry.
Wait, which
Sorry. The bathroom just up at the top.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Just
plumbing.
yeah. I know I had baths.
Drayon exclusively shits in other people's yards.
Oh my god, that thing will be massive. You're 7 foot.
It's like a baguette.
Oh. Cheese toasty baguette.
Oh.
Yeah, so he tells you, Mal, that he thinks it was a dream, but somehow managed to acquire this on his hand.
Yeah. Well, that is deeply concerning. Did you, in the dream, did he say anything about what the mark was, or is it just there now? Is that something we're gonna find out?
Yeah, I think I need to wait a bit to see how this unfolds.
Well, great start to your day then.
Yeah. Just next to fucking pint of meat or whatever.
Drayon's jealous of the sick new ink. All you get to this sleep is fleas.
Yeah, I think Drayon so far is the only person that's not had visions in his dream.
Oh,
has
and
he?
mustaches.
Yeah. Give me a perception check to see if you've actually realised you have this like mustache and all this stuff painted on your face.
Oh. This could go either way.
Oh,
Oh, the lag is real.
Uh-oh.
We'll take it. We'll take it. 30
yeah.
frames.
I've just noticed Drayon's picture in this. Like,
Yeah. So
oh,
good.
weird. I love it. Yeah, you have at one point noticed that Missy drew on your face and gave you like a monocle, gave you a mustache, a beard, all that sort of stuff of black ink. You can have cleaned it off if you wanted to.
Drayon will probably have cleaned off the ink, but he'll have probably kept the style.
Yeah, you've just like
Just like, yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I dig it.
you've actually like shaved your face, your fur and stuff like that to look very much like the thing that you've got on. Fair
Trim it
dues.
in a little bit, you know.
Yeah, brought it in a wee bit. I like it. I like the style.
Yeah.
Conversations of this ilk over the table. You guys, is there anything else any of you would like to do? Say, question, blah blah blah. Anything like that?
I think I'll probably just be eating my toasty. Might have a wee drink as I go. But yeah, I don't think anything else.
Nothing too major.
Nothing too major.
Yeah, nobody's even questioning the fact that there was a being who managed to do that stuff. Slip his way into.
Holder is just playing with his platinum coins again.
barmaid.
At the table, Halder.
I was-
Wait.
I was going to say that barmaid wanders past. What are you brought up in a barn? Not at the table. An hour or so goes past, you guys eating up. You hear... Oh, pardon me. You hear somebody yawning. As he wanders in, is Captain Anselm. Now, Halder and Zarathos, you guys have not met this gentleman yet, but I would assume that the group would have probably told you about him on the way back and stuff like that. He is the captain leading this part of the resistance. That is
What was his name again?
Captain Anselm. Anselm.
Probably spelled that wrong in all of my notes.
Probably.
Just went
I
corrected mine as well.
he
Including God's DM.
he wanders in and looks at you all, and you see that he's like really exhausted. Sits down at the table and just sort of like slides some of the food on the table towards himself and just starts munching on like bread and cheese and whatnot. Takes a swig. Oh, I've been needing that for a few hours now. Well,
Well, good morning.
yeah, good morning. Good to see everybody back alive. He just like stares at you, looks at you, Zarathos, like, nice to meet you. New friend, I take
Nice
it.
to meet you.
Yeah. Just looks at the three members, just like, take it. He's a new friend.
Oh,
Grail
no
looked
idea
at
who
Anne.
this guy is.
Drayon looks at Anselm and he's like, Drayon, Anselm, Anselm, Drayon, Zarathos, Haldir.
You point to Halder, he just turns around, oh shit! He gets a little bit of a flag. He's like, are you alive? Are you real?
Halder is just kind of like a little bit sad by his reaction just because of the fact that like he didn't notice him. And he's like, yeah, I am alive. Thence.
Oh, I apologize. It's been a long day or so. It's nice to meet you. Sorry. The captain just turns to you all. I've been on. I can't even remember. I've been getting things ready. We've got someone coming in, and it's been difficult to try and describe where we are for them.
Who have we got coming in?
Oh, you will remember him. Well, there's actually two of them. Well, actually, there's a few of them. They've managed to get some upgrades done to their ship. The Mariner is coming back. Now, do you guys remember who the Mariner is?
No.
No?
Never heard of him.
I've got, the name rings a bell, but I can't put a fucking name to the backstory.
So, the Mariner was the gentleman who, when you guys got on the ship, coming back from
The old
Leona.
switcheroo guy.
Yep, the captain of the ship who first told you guys about the resistance, and
He hates the Piper.
he hates the Piper, and basically told you he was one of the people fighting against the Empire. Captain Anselm turns to you all. Yeah, he and his crew are coming in. They managed to upgrade and change that gaudy, awful ship, that Hamlin. Your old friend the Piper. Well, they procured it from him. Memories of the Piper, like, flash before you, Mal, and you, Drayon. Like the smug look on his face, the strange outfits, and the way that he kidnapped children.
Every time that Anselm's mentioned his name, like thus far in conversation, Drayon's just like fucking none under his breath.
Yeah, he managed to figure out a game called I Spy somehow. Like,
I don't know how.
yeah. So the captain is, the mariner, is on his way. He has new plans, and he wants to start taking the fight to the Morrows. I'll let him describe it when he appears, but the ship is flying its way in as we speak.
Sorry, fucking. Last time I checked, that boat was on friggin' water.
Yeah, he got it.
Actually,
He got it upgraded. He managed to find. I'm trying to remember the name of the mineral now. Alvar. He managed to find, procure Alvar and change the ship into a sky ship.
hell yes.
Tech's head kind of looks over, is like, ships can fly?
Yeah, they can. I know that it's a strange concept where you're from.
Very. He'll just take out his little book and start scribbling some stuff in it.
At this point, Drayon's just looking completely gone out. He's just like, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck is going on? Sorry. Anytime it just goes through my head. You're trying to figure out text writing. Everybody else is eating. The captain's just like discussing stuff with you all, and you just hear heavy boots wandering through, and the door just like blasting open near enough off its hinges, and you just see before you like this almost. If you didn't think he was human, the size of him, you would believe he was like Goliath near enough. Just this big, muscle, portly gentleman, massive beard, wearing the standard clothing of a captain of sorts. Like if you were to sit there and describe what a captain of a ship would look like, this guy is it. He just breaks through the doors. Well, if it isn't my little crew once more. Ah, Snake Girl, how are ya?
Hey.
Comes
I'll
over
go
and just
and I'll,
tussles your hair.
yeah, I'll give him a scalp on the arse.
Give me a strength save, please.
Oh dear. -2.
You smack his rear end, and your hand feels like it's just smacked cement. You just feel this throbbing sensation in your hand now, and he's just like, That's what happens when you sail the seas. Built like a brick shithouse now.
I'm just gonna nod my head in appreciation and go, damn, okay.
Wanders past you, Zarathos, just like, I've not met you. You,
Zarathos just like holds out his hand to shake his.
nice to meet you. Shakes your hand vigorously. Ah, the kitty cat. Do any magic today?
Yeah, Drell's only just woke up.
Good. Haha. Sits down at the end of the table, like heavy set in this, like boots. Underneath it feel like just rattling the ground. Ah, well, aren't you a couple of strange ones? What's your name, bird person?
Tech's head will just kind of do that weird bird head twist, and he'll be like, "You just call me Tech." He puts his hand out to shake his hand.
Grabs your hand, and you see like this massive palm of his just like swallows your hand up and just starts shaking vigorously. Like, they call me the Mariner. I'm what you would say, he throws up the air quotes, head of the resistance. And the strange little one down there, what's your name, little one?
My name is Helder, and he's kind of like waves from the edge of the table, kind of like a little child, like just like even really, really fast. Like he's like excited to meet this person who, you know, helped these people.
Nice to meet you, son. You're strange. I've never seen something like you before. But he'll enjoy you. Anselm, go and make sure that he's not wandered off somewhere, will you? Yeah, okay. No problem, Mariner. Anselm just gets up, takes a bit of his food and all that with him. To just you see him start gulping it down. Well, what have I missed from you all lately? The good captain was able to tell me that you found this place to help us out, but what else?
You've missed a fair bit. We saved a bunch of people, found this place, as you've been informed. We've just came back from quite the adventure, where we met our two new friends here, Haldir and Zarathos. Missy is still recovering from the night celebrations we had.
The little changeling lass. It'll be good to see her at some point. Well, so long as you guys are all safe and healthy and doing what you can to help us out, it's good. It's good to see you without those collars on as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sorry about what happened to your friend, Sebastian. When we heard he left without yous. The good doctor. Yeah, and you go.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm just kidding. Mal just goes quiet. Ironically, I didn't. Sorry.
God, try and be in character, Cara.
Sorry.
I'm only joking. He says, the good doctor was a little bit annoyed. He didn't share his key with all of you. But he can tell you that himself. You just hear like these padded footsteps coming in, and through the door, a dark-skinned drow elf wearing a weird assortment of different clothes. Some look wizardly, some look piratey, some look just like so casual, but he was wearing like this massive, like wide-brimmed, almost a mix between a wizard's hat and a cowboy hat. Like this, and almost like a bonnet as well, like floppy at the sides. he just bursts through. This is Dr. Scamandros. You two will remember him for his outlandish behaviours and his weird tattoos on his face. That
Yeah, shift about.
yeah, he has animated tattoos on his face.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy.
He bursts through. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you all tonight? Or this morning? It's morning, isn't it? Where are we coming from? Marinar, where? Yeah, Scamandros. It's good to see my friends once more. How are you all? It is nice, yes? He takes a seat at the table. He's this is good. Yes, I love it. You see the tattoos change, like a sunrise coming through the clouds, and just like really cheery tattoos, flowers growing, all that sort of stuff. Like, it's nice to meet you all once more. Oh, Tiefling. Hello, Tiefling. How are you this fine morning?
Oh, yes. Very well, thank you, good sir.
That is good.
Kind of like clutches his hand, but doesn't say anything.
Nice. That's nice. Oh, fascinating. Wanders past the table and just like comes down to eye level with you, Halder. My, you are something. How are you today, my friend? What is your name? Do you have a name? Are you sentient? He just starts like when people have when you're checking for a concussion, like doctors will do the finger thing to try and get your eye movement following it.
Yeah.
He'll start doing that to you. He's like, do you have a name? Are you sentient? Starts doing all these like weird things with his fingers to try and get your attention.
Alder kind of like is a bit embarrassed by this because he's like taking so much notice of him, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, I am, but it's only in a sense that I am aware of my surroundings and I am able to feel. I can't eat or sleep or drink."
Listen, my friend, that is part of being alive. You take in your surroundings, you understand things. I don't even understand things all the time myself either. Does that mean I'm not alive? I don't know, does it? He starts pondering things, sitting there. Maybe this is all a dream. Maybe I'm made up from somebody's head. Who knows? Dr. Scamandros, nice to meet you. And he puts his hand out and for you to shake it.
Yeah, Haldir just kind of hesitantly like shakes his hand and kind of like says, "Yeah, nice to meet you."
It's very good. It's very good. Full mobility in the arm. It starts looking in your eyes like this. I can see something in there somewhere. It's nice. It's good. It's good. You're a good boy. We will talk more often. Hello, Mr. Bird Person behind him. It's very nice to meet you as well. I will catch your name sooner or later, but first, drinks. Yes, everybody drinks. Yeah, good. You just hear booming over from the side, Marner. Right, Scamandros. Oh, yes, sorry. Sits down. Apologies for him, of course. He's a bit excitable at the moment. We heard about obviously what happened at the tower. Anselm told us a little bit. Managed to get that storm generator off. Yeah, it's a good idea actually. You're going to have to tell me. Scamandros. Oh, sorry. Forgot. Excitable. Yes, magic. Woo. He looks over at you, Dreon, and points. You get what I mean? Yes. Magic. Ooh.
Drayon just kind of like waves his fingers back and forth at him. What magic?
The two of you are doing that at the same time. You know, he's doing jazz hands and you're not like magic. Man, just you see him put his head in his hands like, this is This is why we nearly crashed that time. Anyway, we your help with the resistance has been unbelievable. You and Anselm's little sect have done quite a bit of damage in this area. Pulled off what needed to be pulled off. Other cells, sects, whatever you want to call them, around this periphery have been doing whatever it is they need to be doing. And we feel that it's time to start making bigger pushes. What about it? Would yourselves be interested in helping? Or have you got things you need to be doing in your nice little magical retreat, nice little hamlet?
What you got?
Something you might be interested in. Decided to try and make a push for that town you lot were captives in. How does that sound? A chance to take it back to that Urgawain. You might get some.
I think that's excellent.
I like this one. She's got it.
But if that fat fuck's still running it, then we've got a pretty good shot at this.
Oh yeah. He's still the
Aldo,
Oh yeah, on you go, mate.
Aldo is just very intensely just like, I am ready to fight.
Ah, nice. I can see it in you. And yes, that Urgawain, he's still in charge. He's still governor. But he surrounded himself with his new, some new guards, let's say. Mordain sent him some guards. Mr. Mordain. One of the Moros. Zarathos. Can I get a history check, please? You can get it at advantage because actually, because just roll once more. Just a normal roll. Oh no. 14. We'll say 14 because that was the first one. Yeah, we'll go for that.
Sorry.
If anybody else wishes to roll a history check, you guys can just roll it normal. If you wish to. If you don't, you just don't need.
History. I got an advantage. Ooh.
Oh, 2 17s.
Hey.
Hey.
A 14 from Drayon.
Close.
We can tell who's the better history buff in the family. Tech, do you wish to, or are you?
I wouldn't really have much knowledge of it, so I'm going to sit out from the roll.
Oh, good. Now, the history roll was on the name, so were you there that session when Zarathos read out the letter? Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could have joined in if you want. But that is fine. Zarathos, everybody actually remembers. When he says Mr. Mordain, you all remember the letters that Zarathos read out at the tower at Blacklight Bastion in regards to what was sent from his manservant in regards to a few things. And the word Moros seems to be familiar to a few of you. Actually, did I explain the Moros at one point? To the OGs?
It's a solid maybe.
Solid.
This week I wasn't actually know that for history check.
Maybe. It could be. I can't remember if I've explained the morals yet or not. Anyway, for myself, you can ask him what a moral is if you want. He will give you a brief explanation. But
You did give a brief explanation a couple of sections ago with what Tech found, because he found the art objects at the Morrows.
oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, was that where we found the fucking platinum?
Yeah, that will be that as well.
Oh yeah.
No, you guys were the week before with that, and then because Stuart was ill that week, he got his stuff. Yeah, that was it. You got the little crystals. That was it. I was forgetting that. That were dedicated to the Morrows. I remember that now. So above table, the Morrows are basically the leaders of the Empire. Essentially, like different parts of the Empire split into peripheries, and a Morrow leads a periphery. They were all followers, basically the Emperor's people at one point. Like he's literally like right hands, and they're all now split off, running different sections of the Empire. And Mr. Mordain is the Morrow in charge of the periphery of Shallow Reefs, which is what you guys are in just now. And they all have like a chain of command who they listen to. One of the top Morrow being someone else, and then the Emperor above them.
Sweet. Okay.
I'll say you guys have a basic understanding. You will have been told that at one point from someone in a carriage ride or whatever. I've probably have told you guys at some point, but I've just forgotten, and it was probably very brief. Yes, so the Mariner begins to explain, like, Mordain has given Argawain a bit of an upgrade in guards and defences of the town. He just sits there, but it's nothing that we can't deal with if we're all attacking at the same time, if we all go through with the plan. He just gets up and swilling his beer about and stuff like that, and we will take that village off the grasp of the Empire once and for all. Ha 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 ha! How about a free place like you've got here? You can tell he's like practiced this in front of other people. He's maybe done it in front of his crew and stuff like that, and he's got like this cheer, like rah, like all that. So he's like expecting it from you guys, like in this environment. He's like, yeah. Sees you all just like nonchalantly looking at him, like.
I'll take like a swig of coffee and go, yeah. Sorry, man, it's still quite early, but I'm with you. I'm with you.
Thumbs up. I'm good to go.
Graham reckons it could be some fun.
I can't believe this. We're talking about revolution here. Like, we're all taking it back to the people that have wronged us in some way. Yeah, come on, everyone. A little bit of enthusiasm.
Yar.
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 Fuck yeah, Dragon, fuck some shit up.
That's a little bit too much in that different way, but
Head on into battle.
right, I'll take a happy medium from you all. Sits back down. You hear the creaking of the chair underneath his size. So, the plan. What is the plan? And he looks at you guys. He looks at you, Dreon, and you, Mal. I was hoping that you guys come up with the plan.
Ah, I see.
Fireball the capital.
Sounds good to me.
It's just a little village, so don't think it's really a capital. We're trying to take some villages one by one, work our way inward. He brings out like this little map of the continent and like where the empire is. So roughly, oh fuck. If you go down to the bottom left hand corner, you will see where your token is, where everybody is in like the carriage and whatnot. Roughly you guys are in that area.
Winded Fountains.
Technically, yeah, like you were along the coastal paths, and then like you found like a pass that brought you into the ravines and mountains and whatnot, and then that's what brought you into the town. I've just not updated the map to tell you where Zarathos is. But in this generalised area, you moved off like there to deal with the storm generator, and then you came back. Forest Rest is where everybody was taken at the start of the campaign, and where they were forcibly made to work for the guy in charge, Governor Tiat Orgawain, by the use of collars, magical collars strapped to their necks, and that dulled their powers. The capital of this periphery is Bureaucrat's Haven, which is further up, but the mariner will explain like how fortified it is, how big big the city is, and all that sort of stuff. Talking about how they would need literally an army to take the rightful place from there. So starting off with these small villages and towns and whatnot is the start of this revolution. Hopefully build up defences, build up your people, and be able to take this periphery from the titan fist of the empire. So, everyone, what do you think? You got a plan that you can come up with? You know the area for a little bit. You've seen in the town, you've seen the people that would go around. And you've seen that bastard's compound where he held you all. Think you can come up with a way in, way out, shake it all about? Given an opportunity.
What's this about you got a flying ship?
Ah, yeah, we changed the hamlet. That's the Forest Rest town. Just in case anybody needs to remember where everything was.
Yep.
You're saying that about the flying ship. Put you back onto there. For some reason, it's not changing the camera on the other one, which is weird. Everybody else back in the tavern, are they?
Yep.
No,
Yep.
still on the
No,
map.
I'm still on
Oh.
Forest Road.
For some
Oh,
reason.
my connection to the server has been interrupted.
Oh,
I'm
you're
just gonna
joking.
refresh.
There we go.
Oh,
He
there we
is
go.
all in now.
Yep.
Yeah, you talk about the.
Yeah, back in
Oh,
tavern.
yeah, back in tavern.
There we go.
I'm back in the room.
We
Ah.
do.
Look at the fit. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. The eyes. Oh, not around the eyes. Look in the eyes. And you're under. Sorry, old Little Britain sketch there. You say about the magical flying ship. Scamandros' ears, elf ears prick up. He's like, "Oh yes, you heard about that, did you? Ah, it's a beautiful thing. We managed to change the Hamlin up to become. So we managed to get it dry docked, then get some Alvar put on it. It's beautiful. This thing that flies like a dream. It floats all about the place. It will be the flagship of the Resistance. The problem is it's the only skyship we have. The rest, the Empire, has lots of them. So we have to try and fly into places, then out, and then just try and get away from things very quickly. It's very, very annoying sometimes. Very stressful. I have to try and keep it charged up magically, like forever. So put magic, put spell into it. Just what it's like. Constantly putting magic into it. I'm exhausted. I can barely speak sometimes because of it.
Graham doesn't believe you.
No, I do magic. Look, there's magic fingers. Whoa.
About the talking.
Me? I could barely ever speak to anybody. Man just looks at you all. He's lying. Whispers it under his breath. New people, you ready to fight, are ya?
Always.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Definitely.
Yes. We're not going right now, obviously, but we got to try and come up with a plan. It'd be good to have your perspective on things. But we'll get a fight out of you soon enough. Get you part of the crew. And he just wanders over to use Zarathos and slaps you in the back as hard as he possibly can. Just sort of choke on whatever it is that you're drinking or eating at the time. Just knocks the wind out of you. And I see you've got some people around here as well that could join in the fight. Anselm's people will help. Probably got some warriors in this village, don't you?
Yeah, a lot of them are just regular people, I think, that were escaping, but there's probably a few that we could train up.
I've seen
if
two
they're
young.
willing.
I've seen two young
Borrow
boys.
a couple.
We'll borrow as many as we possibly can that want to fight. Seen two young lads running about. They can become deckhands or something.
We cannot sacrifice our brewing man, however. He is vitally important to the mission here at the
Incredibly.
village. He is,
And the chef as well.
and the chef. But we can figure that out. We can find our people. We can put up little posters around the town. Can you fight? Your meeting is here.
Points to you, Mal. That's why she's the brains of the operation. I'm assuming.
Right, Mal says as she picks her little snake nostrils in the corner.
Scamandros just sort of looks at you. There's something different about you as well, little girl.
About me?
Yes.
Like what?
Looks you in your eyes. Just you see these dark, purpley, voidy eyes of his. It's something's definitely been magically enhanced on his eyes. So I see something. Little flickers of gold.
Oh,
Strange. It's a strange one. But even your mannerisms, even the general aura of you, I could see it. It's ooh, shady. So it's changed in color over the last few weeks, last month or two, however long it's been. What is time? What
good
is?
question.
It's strange. It's a weird one. Yes. You all seem a bit strange, actually. Bird person, you've got a strange aura about you as well. something different about you. You've been places. I can't finger on it. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. There's something about you, the magic man. You'll have something about you. You'll be able to help us in this fight. I know it. Marner leans into you, Zarathos. He does this all the time. Follows off into a different tangent. It's exhausting. Anyway, we have been traveling for a few days now. I'm tired. I'm going to get some sleep. I'll be on the ship if anybody needs me. You two, points at you, Dreon and Mal. Plan. As soon as you can. You know the area. The other three, they can help. You guys can draw the wanted posters or something.
I'll
Right.
reach out to my contacts in the Thieves Guild or something.
You'll need to find the right cities, though.
Yeah.
We'll do something. We'll try to find if there's any thieves guilds around here for you. Walks past. Whispers into you, Dreon. Oh, he's a thief. Better watch him for all your tins of tuna or something. Then starts wandering out. Yes, interesting. There's something about you all.
We're just some guys.
Just some guys.
Yes, some guys. There's a thread about you all. Give it time. We'll figure it out for you. Anyway, lots to do, people to see, names to take, trying to do some more magic. Points to you, Dreon, does the weird fingers.
Then does them back instantly.
If you need me, if you have any questions about anything, I too will be on the ship. I will. Yes, I'll be there if you need anything. If you need questions of the magical aura. Ooh. You see, like, his tattoos start changing. Like, there's like tons of a massive tree sprouts from like his chin up to his nose, and then like this magical sort of like colouring pours out of it, emulating a world tree. And it just like, it's you come find me, okay? I go now. It's hold on. Grabs a plate of food for the people. It starts carrying out above his head. I go now. Goodbye.
As he goes, I shout, "Orphans against nonsense!"
That too. I forgot about that. Fuck the piper.
Fuck the Piper.
He wanders away.
I love him so much. Sorry, DM, above table question. So far, I feel like my brain's on like half speed today. But as far as reach the place that we were originally held, like the area that we went all through the fight.
Yeah, Forest Rest is the village that you get, or the town that you guys were held in. That was Tia Urgawain's sort of little governance within this periphery. You guys were held underneath his compound, mansion, whatever you want to call it, in the cells there. That was where you and you, Dreon, and Sebastian were attacked by the strange ninja-like individual in the things in the sewers and whatnot, and then you all left from there.
So did Al, matey.
Yeah. You all left from there, and that's where you got on the ship that the Piper had. You called it the Hamlin, and travelled up to Apleona, done everything that you needed to do there, sold off a load of kids to the Piper, and that was where you guys got dropped off, and then left. Obviously, after everything had happened, after Sebastian ran off, left you all, blah blah blah, all that stuff.
Sweet, okay.
So, after this lore dump and information and mission now thrust upon you guys, what would you all like to do?
I feel like we're going to talk about what we're going to do.
I
Yeah.
feel like we need some weapons if we're gonna fight, right?
Yeah, if we're going to fight, we need some weapons at least.
Oh, that box is pretty ticked. Pretty ticked.
I mean, that
We-
spell you got, it would literally destroy anything in a room, like.
Oh no, we picked up a load of weapons for the resistance not that long ago.
When we saved everyone that we got in this village, we got a fuck ton of weapons, to be fair.
Okay, cool.
But if we're getting people to fight in the village, we could do with like arming them up a bit. We could maybe see if we could get Leo and some other people around town to make some armor and shit.
Yeah.
If you remember as well, you guys did procure something else from that caravan that you hid away in a secret room.
Oh
we had it
fuck, we did. What was it?
downstairs. My notes, I've been going back this whole time looking at my notes being like, I must have so much good stuff. I apparently am shit at taking notes. Wait, let me see.
Oh, don't, I'm horrific.
No, you kept a note that you went and you spaced out and then went and made yourself your dinner. Last time, that's
more context for missing notes.
I mean, mine started good, but then I've
there's so much thrown at you, I don't
with
understand.
Elven brother. Yeah,
Shit.
I called the dude the Elven brother because I forgot his name. And then fucked the Piper and he out.
Dr. Scamandros.
Scamandros. Yeah, I really liked Scamandros. As I was looking through, I found him, then I was like, he's gonna walk in the room at any minute now. And I got very excited.
Scandros, or how do you spell it?
However,
SCAM. 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 ANDROUS. Scamandros.
Okay, I got it. I'm very surprised that I got it, but I got it.
Oh, we have explosive barrels. Is that what we head downstairs?
You head down
that's
downstairs.
pretty good. Pretty good secret what happened.
It could be
This-
very, very handy.
The Piper. He's not
Feels
hidden
like a bit like a pedophile.
there.
Fucking jump him, quick.
Sorry, I was just looking through tokens there and found him. So I was like, oh yeah, he was the one.
He's an odd.
He's an nonce, get him.
Yeah. But no, we've got the explosive barrels. We've got people that we could have to fight. We have the tunnels if we want to get back into the place where we were originally held, that we found underneath.
But it's a matter of how we get there. Do we like fly like up to it, or do we like fly like up near it and then kind of like walk and like land the ship and then walk?
As a bit of a shout, they've got to do a quick in-out, right? So, won't they drop us off en route, like at the periphery, and then go drop some explodey barrels and then dip? And then we can get in while
create
they
a
all...
distraction.
Yeah.
Because do we know, is Forest Rest like blocked off? Like, would we have any trouble getting in? Like, guards and stuff?
So, I'll throw you back to the map. You remember Forest Rest was a large town. Very. There was no surrounding likes of walls or anything like that. It was a very like marshy town. Any form of like solid ground, that's where things were built upon. Imagine Florida sort of thing, like
Yeah.
it was built in the swamps sort of thing. You know?
Flat, wet.
Yeah, basically. Multiple ways to get in via rivers and stuff like that. If only Sandovar was still here, he could have told you because he did swim the rivers at one point.
Oh, yeah.
But he is disappeared somewhere. No one knows. He just didn't say anything. Fucking arsehole. Wait till I see him next, I'll kick his arse. Yes, multiple ways that you can get in. You could get in from the countryside, you can get in from the rivers. If you needed somebody to drop you off somewhere, you could probably fly up and then jump down somewhere. Lots of entry points. Should you decide to do whatever it is you want to do. I'll leave this map up just now so you guys can discuss things. I've left. There is a little key at the side that tells you like rough areas of where things are. And you can make your decisions from there, to be fair. What you think is. The top one is obviously the compound in which Argawain is in. You do know that was heavily walled off.
Yeah.
Because of it being a governor's mansion, compound, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And the secrets that it holds there. If it's true what the Mariner says, then this will be more heavily guarded than it was before. The people that he had before, you do remember being more bandit-like than soldier-like. But if they've taken an upgrade, they might be more soldier than bandit now.
Yeah.
So, plan accordingly, however it is you would like to plan, or however it is you would like to do it.
I think the only concern with the barrels is if we injure a bunch of people that could end up helping support us with like things further down the line. Like people that would take our side rather than theirs.
I mean, just above like where the actual like the Temple of the Forest, the number 2.
Yeah.
Like there's a wall that's like just on the outside that you can like blow up. There's minimal damage to the actual city itself, and it allows us to take a little bit from the inside and then like push our way in, as well as a defended position as well.
Yeah.
If you need to, remember you've got the drawing abilities on this. So if you need to describe it to each other, how you wish to do stuff, you guys can use it tactically. Usually it's used by other players to be very rude.
We would never do that. That never crossed my mind at all. How dare you?
This area appears to be the most affected. Like it's
yeah, this long area over here.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry, I just cancelled somebody else's thing there. Stuart's usually the worst for it. He's usually the worst for doing stuff like that, aren't you?
I think you'll find it is Robin that's the worst.
It's actually a toss-up between her and everybody else as well. I think
Gareth.
Gareth. I think Byron's just as bad. I think Denise is just as bad. What? These are all bad. And that's what it is. yeah, so if you want to make your little plans and whatnot, whatever you think is the best way of doing this.
I don't know what does everyone think?
Well, we could sneak in to Ergoin's bit through the tunnels if we want to, but if there's going to be loads of guards, we could also try and like speak to people in the town and cause them to cause a scene that would draw guards away. Like, be like, see that guy over there? He just called you fat as fuck, and then they start fighting, and then guards have to come over, making it easier for us to go in there, but
Yeah.
cause some chaos in the city whilst also doing some damage.
We could use some of the barrels to set off some explosions to help cause distractions.
Yeah, and if we did it like throughout the entire place, then there'd be like they'd have to divide themselves up. Everything would be weaker in general.
And with it being walled off, someone could jump on my back. I'll fly over, find a way in through the main door. If we've got some people with us, looking at the tree lines, hiding in the tree lines. As soon as that door's open, everyone just floods in, takes the building.
Yeah. How are we gonna get? I mean, I suppose if we have the airship, we can get as many people close to the area as possible. If we're taking people from the village, that is, to fight.
Could try and come in from over this side, the airship. Stay within the cover of the trees and stuff.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, but coming like over here, like.
Yeah, from that side of that path.
Yeah, that path like down towards the slum, because we could like kind of like maybe recruit people on the way and be like, yeah, we're revolting.
So I've put at the top right hand corner of the map the orientation of where this is. So basically the map is looking northward.
Yep.
Good old standardised map.
Actually, I'll put it beside there. There we go.
Yeah.
So that it's easier for people to see, rather than looking all the way over there. You basically are looking northward on that, so.
I feel like if we do come in from like, where's my tappy button? From the way you were saying there, from that path, I can't find my buttons.
Yeah,
Here-ish. We've got 5 there's the slums, and I feel like we could probably get some people in the slums that are gonna be mad as fuck and ready to cause some chaos.
They're ready to fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. All for fucking shit up.
Because then we'll have our own people, more people from in the city that, well, from Forest Rest that know the place a bit better as well, and probably know the best places where we can put some exploding barrels, drag everyone away.
We want like multiple teams then as well, like stealthy tunnels for some people and main gate for others.
Could be handy, but also we don't want to split ourselves up too much probably, unless we have like a reconvene point. Otherwise.
I mean, the stealth group would probably be smaller anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zarathos is keen for the stealthy route.
Yeah.
It's key to get stealthy.
Yeah.
Can you, Zarathos, can you roll me a history check, please?
Yep. Just normal?
Yeah, just a normal one, please. You cannot remember if
Anything.
if Forest's Rest has any affiliation with the Thieves Guild in this area.
I can't remember your own name.
What? Who?
Barely remember what he had for breakfast 2 minutes ago.
Who are you people?
Zarathos is tired, it's been a long day.
Fuck am I?
Fucking weird ass dreams, man.
Yeah. You. Yeah.
from looking at the map, can we tell if we can get carts and stuff down the streets?
Oh yeah, these were fully functioning like streets at one point. It's not like they're swampy or anything like that. Anywhere that's got anything built on it is literally like you can get trade through it.
So another idea that Tech has is using one of the carriages that we got, load up some barrels, put them in strategic places, ready for when we want the distraction, and say Mal, for example, good with the bow. On Tech's back, Tech flies through, arrows in to set them off, and then we can quite quickly regroup with everyone else.
Your idea is make car bombs.
Carriage
bombs.
And if Tech's carrying me, Mal can't shoot unless I roll really bad. There's no way if you're carrying me, I can accidentally shoot you whilst trying to get some exploding barrels.
We use the carts to transport the barrels into position.
Right, okay.
And then I'm not making carriage bombs.
Right, okay. This is...
Not this time.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a fucking hurt walkery, like, but...
Another idea, if we're just looking to take down building, cause shitloads of chaos at the main place, Drayon, you've got that Moat of Hell spell.
That thing.
It does.
So do I, so we can really fuck shit up there.
Oh no.
What, the two of you have that spell?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I am staying the fuck away from that. That is a confirmed, like, wherever those two, I see those two numpties going fucking.
How big was
staying-
Ergawayne's
staying away
lounge
from that.
again?
How big was his lounge?
30 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Hold on.
Oh fuck. We've been
rough estimate.
not big enough. I mean, it is, but it'd have to be a quick in through the door and then bye.
Yeah. You would, yeah.
Just
Was it-
shut one in there, run like you've just lobbed a grenade.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
C4.
Literally kick in door, flashbang, fucking. Except flashbangs are lethal. Very lethal.
Flashbangs are nightmares and fucking pain.
Nightmares in hell.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it's good though, 'cause also doesn't it make everything like dark and like hard to move in and stuff.
It
Yep.
does. It makes it really hard to see.
Hellish screams and shit.
Oh god.
Realistically, you guys could put barrels around the walls of Orgwin's manor and then cast the spell on there to explode, to ignite them, and have them like hellish landscapes. That would be
That would do it.
that'd bring some fucking terror to them, but
That's big damage.
So
right there.
what I'm hearing is essentially level the place like Jeremy Clarkson did to his house.
yeah, essentially.
Speed and power.
And we could make it like a thing. If we destroy things with the Moat of Hell all the time, we can make it the sign that they know that there's some guys.
That's
Or
your
She shoved this like wagon full of like barrels into it, and then just like siege rounds, just launch this fucking thing, and just like it create this massive like explosion.
Who did all this? Oh, it's just some guys.
they've taken the palace. Who did? Some guys.
Some
Some
guys.
Just some
how
guys. How
Well-
do
Sorry, how big are the barrels? Like full ass sized, probably taller than Mal barrels, or like weir ones?
Yeah, it's they look like like gunpowder barrels. Like people would. It's a toss up between like what you would put your food and all that in, or this thing's probably about 4.5 foot high,
Okay.
nearly 5 foot, not even that. A lot bigger than a keg, or a
Yeah.
probably the same height like a 20, not even a 22. You know, like a cask, like the big ones that people now turn into like fucking tables in
Aye.
like really like up their own arse pubs, like that, but
We could
probably
call it
skinnier.
pot size, if you will. That's a sherry sized cask.
Oh
My whiskey will look in here a little bit and be a bit wankery.
yes,
Um,
Is everybody point and call her a wanker. Go on, guys.
okay, no, I was gonna say if there are weird ones, I could see if I could put some in
Think-
the bag of holding, but that definitely will not work. So
Think of a barrel that you see in Skyrim or Oblivion. That's it. You've not seen it on Oblivion, because think about
yeah,
it.
don't put it in.
But the standard sort of shit that you see in any Bethesda town, essentially.
Yeah.
That pity gallon.
Yeah. Sure, you guys coming up with your plan of attack this evening. Now, instead of thinking the whole night, I am starting to feel tired myself, so we will start finishing up, if you will. I'll leave yous on this. As you're all beginning to come up with a plan, looking over the little maps and whatnot that the mariner has left behind, Mal, you decide to slip away for a few minutes. If you were going to be slipping away, what would you like to be doing?
I'd probably like go check on my traps and maybe start like dismantling them a little bit, quite sadly. Still taking the dead mice in my bag for like later purposes, but I'd imagine that'd be what she'd do. And she's a bit worried now about all these snakes.
Okay. I'll say ignore all the people that's on here, that's your friends and whatnot. Oh, shit! Clicking them on the wrong bit. Sorry guys, 2 seconds. Ignore all those people. They're all nerds who are sitting around a map at the moment. You wander out into the village. You see, stationed in the river, still floating but still like submerged a little bit in the water. Not enough that, because it is basically just like a river. It's only something like 10 foot deep, something like that. But the ship, which was known as the Hamlin, sort of still floating there, or flying there to a certain degree, with weird mechanical like lifts and pulleys and all that, hanging around. You go off, start dismantling all your little traps and whatnot. You get to one of the traps that you've created that's a little bit sort of out of the way.
Okay.
More towards like where Mrs. Hut was. Give me a perception check, please.
Oofed.
You perceive nothing
See, fuck all.
as behind you feel hand on your shoulder
Uh-oh.
while you're out in the middle of the woods. What would you do in a situation by yourself? You feel a hand on your shoulder.
I would, like, dagger out, whip round, and then, like, try and find somewhere to hold it against that is probably a weak spot.
Okay, roll me an attack with your dagger, please.
Dagger of Venom. Fuck it.
Oh, you manage to bring the dagger up to a scary area on the creature, a lot taller than yourself. As you do, you just hear, ah! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. It's me, hello. It is Dr. Scamandros. You do not hit him, but I'll just say like how deadly you are with this. I'm sorry, you just looked like you were wondering about a little bit shifty and scared. I thought I'd be the good doctor and come and help you when I can.
That's what I do. Don't scare me like that, Scamandros.
I'm sorry, I did not know. I thought of being good guy. No, can't be a good guy. Get nearly stabbed from little girl. He sort of comes down to your like level a little bit. Stares you in the eyes once again. You see his like weird magical eyes. The dreams are getting worse, aren't they?
How do you know that?
I can see. There's something different about you, Malphus. And he just looks deeper into your eyes again, just interesting. No, it can't be. No, it's not possible. But there is precedent for magicals. I can't talk more on this. I can't. I need to do research, but it could be. No.
Use your words, Scamandros. What are you on about? What's changed?
One word on the tip of my tongue. I need to do research, but the word. Can you jump over to Whispers for 2 seconds, please?
Okay. I think it's my first Whispers.
Ooh. He gets really weird looking, and you just see the tattoos on his face. A strange image pops up. 12 little dashes in a circular motion.
Mm-hmm.
Being bound up, wrapped around by a giant snake eating its own tail. And he just turns around. He just whispers in your ear, Ouroboros. And as he says that, something flashes in your eyes, in your head, and you just see the 12 golden eyes staring down at you.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Jump over back to sessions, please.
Okay.
Explaining. Hello.
Hello.
Tell me you
with-
did that whole thing in Scamandros' voice.
So, on a level of 1 to 10, how fucked are we?
I don't know. But with that whisper session, that is where we will end it this evening.
Oh my god.
Thank you anyone that might be listening or watching the VOD or whatever. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.